Coming back to the cell phones in this country and every country, do you know how do they do the compliance tests with the cell phones? They use a shell with the liquid in it, and so they measure the SAR and they say it's okay, it's safe. The cell phone would go to the market and an adult can buy it and a child can buy it. Do you know this measurement is based on adults trying to model the head of an adult, trying to model. It's not modeling. Why not? Because that's an homogeneous liquid. And in your head you have lots of non-homogeneous, several non-homogeneous tissues. So you are not mimic, even for the adult. And for the children, it's known that children's heads are smaller, then you have more absorption in the head. Children dielectric parameters are higher than the adults, then you have more concentration of energy. The dielectric constant is higher in the children than in the adults. You have more concentration of energy, and the conductivity in their brain are also higher than in the adults. So you have at least three factors: dimension, dielectric constant, and conductivity, all together resulting in higher SAR. SAR is only a thermal result. So even considering only thermal effect to obtain the SAR, you are doing a wrong measurement. You are using an homogeneous liquid designed for the adults. Wrong. Okay? Second, you are doing the compliance test in the head of designed for an adult, and that cell phone can be bought by a children. And sometimes if you go in the FCC site, you put the ID for your phone and you will have the SAR in the FCC site. And that SAR has been measured for an adult. And the children, they buy the same phone, and their mother, their father do not know that the compliance test has been done for an adult. And sometimes the SAR they have are 1.2, 1.3, and the limit in this country is 1.6. So if you add the three effects I was mentioned to you, you can obtain results 60% higher, 80% higher, or 100% higher. That has been discussed in this conference. So if you take a result with, say, 1.3 watts per kilogram, and if you put, say, 80% or 100% higher, you would end up with a cell phone that would not be in compliance with the 1.6 SAR limit. So they know that. People from FCC, they know that they are doing the wrong measurements. They are doing the wrong measurements. They should not use an homogeneous liquid. Brain is not homogeneous, first. Second, they are measuring in the head of an adult with 105 or 8 kilos.
So that's a large male.
Large male, yes. So when the Food and Administration, the FDA, is looking for a pill, for example, for adults and for the children, normally if you take 10 grams for an adult, you will have, say, for the same pill, 5 grams to the children. The same should be with the cell phone. And that's not only in this country. Every country makes the compliance tests with heads of adults. Every country. So, you know, it's a big problem.
So, any final advice that you would give a concerned cell phone user?
Yes, using headphones and putting the cell phone away from your body, I think it's a nice suggestion. Also, for the industry, if they were serious and responsible, just use technology available to reduce the exposure to the users, such as planar antennas, directional antennas. And also, all the other wireless systems, try to avoid them and use cables, optical fibers, whenever it's possible. And the base stations being placed far away from more dense populated regions, such as where people live or work. At least, of course, school, hospitals, at least 1 or 2 kilometers away. And as the technology, the present technology is very good, I'm sure systems will operate all right. I am in favor of the precautionary principle, and I do agree with the results shown in the bioinitiative report and the levels suggested in that report. And we have, as an outcome of the conference in Porto Alegre last May, we sent a letter to the President of Brazil, and this letter was just saying something similar, which I have been telling you now. And also, tomorrow, a resolution called the Porto Alegre Resolution will be released for the print, for the media. And this resolution has been signed by international scientists and Brazilian people working on this subject. And this resolution is being released this week, and the aim of it is to try to resume what has been discussed and suggested in that conference in Porto Alegre last May. And it recommends the use of the precautionary principle for wireless technology, and reducing the levels of the exposure for the population, especially the children, and aiming to reduce the risks for their health.
And so the best possible outcome as a result of this would be it's an adoption by other cities? Or?
Yeah, it's recommending, or we make an urgent call to all nations to convene a panel of experts selected from candidates recommended by civil society groups, not only those preferred by the industry, to discuss precautionary technology, laws, and advice in order to develop policies that reconcile public health concerns with further development of wireless communication technology such as mobile phones as well as electric power transmission and distribution systems.